Susan better be ready with a question back there.
Right now, President Bush is at the G8 summit, where one of the main issues they're discussing is global warming. If you were in the president's shoes, what would you propose the international community should do to address the issue of climate change?
Thank you for the question. When I first started campaigning here in 1999, I didn't know anything about climate change. I knew nothing about it, literally. And every town hall meeting that I had, some young person would stand up and say, "What are you going to do about climate change?" I went back after I lost, after I lost in South Carolina to President Bush. I slept like a baby. Sleep 2 hours, wake up and cry. Sleep 2 hours. And I started in on the issue. It's real, it's a danger to our planet, it's a danger to the future of these young people who are in front of me and their children, and it's got to be stopped. And I am convinced that for us to continue to ignore this issue and not take the necessary steps to try to restrain greenhouse gas emissions is going to give these young people a planet that is far different than the one today. And the overwhelming majority of scientific opinion says that it's real. The question is, how do you do it? You ask everybody to sit in the dark and shiver, or have dramatic changes in their lifestyle? I don't think so. I think what we need to do is develop alternate energy sources, which is not only now an issue of climate change, but it's also an issue of national security, because we're too dependent on foreign oil from people like this guy Chavez down in Venezuela. Look at the way Putin is acting with his oil supplies around. So I may not get quite as much of applause now when I tell you I am convinced that if we're really going to get a handle on reduction of greenhouse gases, we have to go back to nuclear power. My friends, nuclear power. I saw a few heads shaking. Anyway, the French. You know, we always imitate the French. 80% of the electricity generated in France today is from nuclear power. And guess what? They are making progress in reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Of course we need ethanol when oil is $60-some a barrel. I was in Iowa last week. I always have a glass of ethanol before breakfast every morning. But the point is that we've got to explore and exploit alternate energy sources, including switchgrass, including sugarcane-based ethanol, including biofuels. There's a wide range of alternate fuels out there that can all reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and I promise you that this is an issue that is of transcendent importance. I've traveled around the world a lot, usually at your expense. I've been in the northernmost part of the world. I've been to the South Pole. I've been to Greenland, and I've seen the effects of climate change and the warming, and we've got to get it under control, and we've got to do a lot of things necessary.